military zone, a moment that was supposed to symbolize honor and the sacredness of military discharge instead turned into a source of national and international controversy. Cameras captured an unknown woman hugging BTS's Jungkook amid tight military protocols, raising serious questions. How could someone who is neither military personnel nor official family be present in such a restricted area? And now, Jimin's strong statement, followed by Jin's shocking clarification, has further fueled public speculation. Who actually allowed that woman in? Jimin, who is usually known for maintaining a diplomatic stance in public, was reportedly seen displaying anger and disbelief upon learning of the woman's presence in a zone designated only for verified personnel. This is not just a violation of privacy, it's a serious act of negligence, said a source close to the BTS member. If this information is true, then we are facing a crisis of security and integrity far greater than a mere spontaneous incident. Jin, as the eldest member and often the mediator in BTS's internal dynamics, eventually responded with a statement that cannot be taken lightly. "We were not informed in advance about her presence. I personally feel disappointed," said Jin firmly. This is not only about personal feelings but also the moral authority of Jin, which now seems to be questioning. Were official procedures breached? Who is responsible for this intrusion? South Korea's military is known for its tight security system, especially during sensitive moments like the discharge of a public figure such as Jungkook. The presence of unauthorized outsiders not only tarnishes the institution's dignity, but also endangers the individual concerned. Thus, the pressing question arises, did the woman really bypass security? Or was there a specific party that deliberately gave her access without following official channels? HYBE, in a brief statement, gave no substantial clarity. "We cannot comment on individuals outside the professional relationship with our artists," said the agency's spokesperson. Yet this normative response only fuels dissatisfaction. Why has a public incident, recorded on camera and attracting global attention, not been given a transparent explanation? And more importantly, how could someone breach military protocol with no one held accountable? More shockingly, several speculations suggest that the woman in question may not have any familial relation to Jungkook, but rather is someone the public has never known before. This immediately sparked a wave of fan theories, including the possibility of interference by external parties with specific interests. But what is even more concerning is not just the woman's identity, but how the system seemed to have failed to uphold its own boundaries to end South Korean culture, especially in matters relating to the military. Public presence in sensitive zones is considered a grave violation. Therefore, Jimin's strong reaction is not merely a form of loyalty to a group member, but a reflection that this incident has violated principles long protected by both the military institution and idol community. Is this system beginning to falter? Or is there a greater power behind the scenes capable of breaking through all official procedures? The public now begins to question, what role did HYB's management play in controlling their artists' movements in such a sensitive situation? If Jin feels disappointed and Jimin appears angry, could this indicate a communication failure between management and the members? Or is this a sign of internal disagreements that have never been made public? Furthermore, the issue of artist security and privacy has become a central concern. Many fans express worry that if Jungkook can be approached in a military situation by an unknown individual who can guarantee the safety and personal boundaries of other artists in the future. In his statement, Jin also emphasized that this incident must serve as a lesson for all parties. "We must begin to question who makes decisions like this, and for whose benefit," he said. This statement underscores the existence of decision-making elements not approved by BTS members themselves. This is not merely an emotional incident, but a potential violation of managerial structure. To this day, no party has officially acknowledged giving permission to the woman to enter the military area. Not the family, not HYB, and not the military institution. So who did? Is this a technical error or a deliberate act being concealed? It's reasonable for Jimin's reaction to feel so intense. Under normal standards, a public figure might choose silence or aim to calm the situation. But in this case, anger becomes a signal that what occurred has crossed both personal and professional boundaries. Many netizens are now demanding that the military, HYB, and the location authorities provide an official clarification. But as of the writing of this article, the mystery still shrouds who is responsible and why no one prevented this incident from happening in the first place. As a closing note, the public has the right to question. If even BTS members were not informed, then who is truly orchestrating this event? And more importantly, what is the purpose? In an entertainment world where the line between reality and fabrication is increasingly blurred, questions like these are not just important, but urgent. Yet amid the uproar, a no less important question arises for us to reflect on together. Are all the things we see and read real facts? Or are they merely part of a grand scenario designed to create temporary sensation? Do Jimin's emotional reactions and Jin's sharp statements reflect genuine anger born of principle violations? Or are they part of a narrative constructed to keep public attention focused on BTS? It is crucial to emphasize that as of now, there has been no official confirmation from the South Korean military, HYB, or any other agency explaining who the woman was, how she passed strict protocols, or who authorized her access. All circulating narratives are sourced from video clips, fan camera captures, viral TikTok uploads, tweets, and unverified YouTube commentary. This leads us to a crucial question. Can we accept as truth something derived from unverified sources? In today's digital era, perception often outweighs fact. What goes viral is believed to be true, even if it lacks valid foundation. Thus, we as audiences must not only be passive consumers of information, but also active filters who can distinguish credible content from narratives constructed for certain agendas. Do you believe Jin was truly disappointed? Or was that statement part of a crisis management strategy designed by certain parties to protect the group's image? Was Jimin really angry? Or was that expression caught at the wrong moment and then glorified by social media? These questions are not just important but pressing because we live in a world where opinions form faster than facts can be confirmed. If this incident is real, then the public deserves transparency. But if it has been fabricated or exaggerated, who actually benefits? Doesn't the massive attention to this incident divert the public from other possibly more important issues in BTS's future journey? Beyond speculation, what deserves our attention is the way the public responds. Many netizens are quick to jump to conclusions, conducting visual analysis based on Jimin's facial expressions, Jin's tone of voice, or the mysterious woman's attire. But are we interpreting reality, or just watching a drama whose script we've yet to realize? Some believe the woman might be an insider deliberately highlighted to ignite public discourse. Others claim she's a fanatic fan who managed to infiltrate. But if that's true, then the military security system has failed entirely. If not, then this narrative might be a form of information manipulation for commercial gain. Furthermore, do BTS members really not know who she is? Why aren't their reactions uniform? Jin speaks, Jimin gets angry, while others remain silent. Is this a sign of internal misalignment or a deliberately orchestrated communication strategy? If Jin feels disappointed, why hasn't HYB acted transparently to clarify the situation? This is where the public must be skeptical. Because real truth doesn't always arrive in viral form. Are we, as information consumers, too easily swayed by emotional visuals and dramatic narratives? How well are we testing facts before believing them? We present this article based on various circulating information from social media, including TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and community forums. But we acknowledge that not all of this information has been journalistically verified. Therefore, we do not encourage you to believe every detail, but rather, we invite you to ask, analyze, and not stop at one side of the story. Is it possible that certain parties are using this incident as a diversion from HYB's internal agenda or personal group conflicts? Did this incident truly occur as it appeared, Or has it been carefully crafted to seem authentic? The public also has the right to ask, why did this news emerge right when attention was focused on BTS's military dynamics, a mid-transition, and a potential major comeback? Is this purely coincidental, or part of a structured media calculation aimed at keeping the public spotlight on? In the midst of this flood of information and unrestrained emotion, the best step is to take a step back. See, read, and listen with healthy skepticism. Don't blindly accept every video clip or social media narrative, but verify, compare, and think twice before sharing or believing. We invite